Welcome to the bright side of aging. My name is Ike Engelbaum. I'm a pharmacist and the publisher of AmericanSeniorGazette.org. It has been wisely said, you cannot help getting older, but you can help getting old. It has also been said that age is a matter of the mind. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. My purpose in doing the show is so that seniors and caregivers can share their ideas and questions on how we can age gracefully and in a vertical position for as long as our good genes will allow. And if we've inherited bad genes, how to outwit them. Our topics include senior housing, financial, legal, safety, travel, health issues, interesting senior events in the community, and most of all, tips on how to put old on hold. And above, if you are 50 and above, one of the biggest decisions aside from your financial situation is where and how you should live. Our professional staff at HOW, stands for House Calls on Wheels, is ready to help you if you call 888-489-8980 for a free consultation as to whether you should stay in your current home or renovate it with a customized healthcare suite in your attached garage. Yes, you can have living quarters healthcare suite in your attached garage, or we can attach it to your home. We can install ramps, walkways, and bathtubs, stair glides, and bring in insurance-covered medical professional medical staff that is covered by your insurance, or affordable non-medical help, or move into a senior apartment, independent, assisted living center. We can do it all, or just give us a free call. It has been wisely said that in life you feel in one of two ways. You do without thinking, or you think without doing. Please let us help you do what's best for you to do at no charge. Just call 888-489-8980 and let us know what time we can call you or visit with you at no charge. Remember, asking for help is not a weakness, but it's a strength. Please call us at 888-489-8980 and let us help you stay strong and age in dignity. For over 30 years, Cruz Hearing and Service has helped thousands of people improve their hearing and enjoy the sounds of their life again. If you don't hear as well as you like, Cruz Hearing can help you. They have actually hearing aids that the batteries do not need to be recharged. And they also have a caption phone that you can view for free. And also the phone, if you are over 65, is available to you free. So any phone calls you get, you can see captioned if you don't hear that well. Hey, they've got other stuff. If you'd like the free cookbook, call 1-888-489-8980. That's available. You can call Cruz Hearing Direct at 877-456-2789. The number direct is 877-456-2789. And we're off and running. Well, for some of us, maybe we're just walking. But I've come to the conclusion in life, if you can just get up and move as best you can, that's good enough. In fact, we promote the positive aspects of life, and as we talk about the bright side of aging, as I like to call it, we also want to be realistic in our dreams and goals. The show, Bright Side of Aging, at any time that you wish to call me. If you're aging. If you're not aging, don't bother, okay? But one thing is for sure, that aging is inevitable. Wisdom is optional. I don't mind sharing with you. In fact, I'm proud to share with you. I am 85 years old. So as a result, I have a huge advantage of most people. Why is that, Ike? I'm glad you asked. Because I've had a chance to see life in real terms versus reading about it. I jokingly say, some people are so proud about they know of the history, and of course, since we're in the political game, I can't help but be reminded how wonderful a president we had by the name of Truman. And I actually had the opportunity to meet with Truman. See? You couldn't. That's because you ain't 85. Also, I am proud that not only am I involved with the radio show, I also provide in-home medical care. And if you are a senior and getting a runaround as to what to do when you need resources and they're not there at all, the resources are there. You just have to know who to talk to. It doesn't matter as to whether you talk to your neighbor and complain, because that ain't going to get anywhere. I have a series of Ikeisms. One of the ones I've had quite a bit of popularity with is that how many times have you heard, I don't complain because no one does anything about it? There's something terribly wrong with that. It can be done if you talk to the right people. And that's one of the bright sides of aging, is that you can meet people that are truly helpful and are willing to help you. I am one of those people that really is devoted to trying to make a positive difference. That's why I'm a proud member of the Rotary Club and the Optimist Club. And I've been honored by the Kiwanis Club. If you are sort of quote-unquote retired, forget that word. You are refired. Just readjust. And that's one of the other ventures that I'm really excited about, and that is that now, out of necessity, you see a lot of seniors working at Walmarts, or they go to Costco as greeters or what have you. There's nothing embarrassing about that. They need the income. But I have got this vision of encore entrepreneurship. And our next segment is devoted on the whole aspect of entrepreneurship. But one of the things I can't stress strongly enough is never give up, like the great Prime Minister Winston Churchill said. And the truth of it is that you can actually develop a second career. The truth of it is that since we are living longer, we need to think in longer terms. So what you thought your Social Security might cover, guess what? The inflation and what else goes on in the world has really cut into that. And so many people, when they say they're retired, they think it's like a closed door to their life. No, instead you open up another door. I have a toll-free number that I hope you write down, which is 888-489-8980. Please write down 888-489-8980. If you are a senior or taking care of a senior, or you're planning on being a senior, and you're not getting quite what you want out of this wonderful country. Yes, this is still the greatest country in the whole world, no matter how badly the politicians try to mess it up. And one of the joys, as I mentioned, is meeting wonderful, dynamic people. And one of the real true entrepreneurs and dynamic people who's had his own challenges in life is Bernie Ashley. Bernie Ashley began his journey as an entrepreneur in 1980 when he entered a real estate sales career. He was very successful and soon obtained broker status. In 1990, he transitioned into the mortgage business, and in the past 44 years, he has helped thousands of home buyers and homeowners achieve their dreams. Hello, Bernie Ashley.
Hello, Mr. Ike.
Hey, it's so good to hear you and your upbeat voice and all, and you are blessed in the decision process of life. And I've said that at our Entrepreneur Network meetings, and I've had the privilege of having you join me as I say the two biggest decisions that you'll make in life is, number one, who you choose as your personal life partner and marriage, and who you choose to associate with as partnerships in business. And you are very fortunate, and you've got a lovely lady with a lovely voice, Rosemary Ashley, right? She is a talented lady and works with you, and that is great. And I thought we'd start like we always do at our Entrepreneur Network meetings, where people, when they introduce themselves, they not only give their name, but, as we call it, a 60-second elevator pitch. So pretend you're being introduced at one of our entrepreneur meetings. How does Bernie Ashley introduce himself? As 60 seconds. Go for it.
I'm Bernie Ashley. I'm with Legacy Mortgage. The reason you'd want to get your mortgage from me is because I am very detailed. Everybody that comes to me, I don't leave any ends open. You will get to closing. You will have a marvelous rate, and you will have a wonderful experience, and I will be there long past your closing.
Mm-hmm. Now, as far as the current situation, it's sort of in a bit of an upheaval. Do you have any thoughts as to what the options are if someone is considering buying? Should they wait, rent, or what do you think?
Well, this is not the first time that we've had upheaval in the real estate industry. You know, it's especially over that 44 years I've been around, I've seen a lot worse. Back in the 80s, rates were double digit. The truth is, as terrible as it seems, 7% is far from the end of the world. I would suggest that people get out here and get going as soon as possible. Right now we have a spring, and the nice thing about spring is more people put their houses on the market. If you're going to buy, you got a better chance when there's more homes, because on the off seasons, you're going to arm wrestle with a whole lot of people to get a house, and you're going to end up paying more. So instead of concentrating on what the rate is, rates are rates. They go up, they go down. If you secure yourself a property, you can be gaining wealth as you wait for that rate to go down. When it comes down, you always have the option of refinance. So grab that house, get it off the market, put it in your name. As far as renting goes, I'm taking a lot of folks that are paying rent, and we're buying them a very lovely home for less than they're paying rent. So I would say get out in that market and get going if that's something that you want to do. Don't let all the naysayers bring you down.
Mm. Tell me on a personal basis, before I ask you the question, if someone wants your advice, you've been doing this for 44 years, what phone number would you like to give out?
586-484-5058. That's my direct line right to my mobile. You'll get me no matter where I am, and I am available evenings and on the weekend as well.
Uh-huh. And that number is 586-484-5058. Now, I wanted to get involved in the in your personal life without, and I'm not from the Internal Revenue Service, by the way. Okay. But I wondered if you'd like the story behind your entrepreneurial journey, and what inspired you to start your own business?
Well, I've had a couple of different entrepreneurial hats. The one that I'm in right now, as a real estate broker, I was very frustrated with the service I was getting from the lenders. Trying to get somebody to show up for an appointment on time, to give me reliable information about the chances of a closing, just keeping in contact, the whole 9 yards. It was very frustrating. I felt I could do a better job myself, and one day I just said the heck with it and signed up, and been a lender since. Turns out I could do a lot of better job, and I have been doing a better job ever since. So,
Well, you're fortunate as well in having your wife work with you. Is that correct?
Well, right. I actually met her in the business, in the act of actually doing business. So we just kind of tripped over each other in the business, and so that was kind of a bonus of my entrepreneurship.
Tell me if there's entrepreneurs out there that want to start their own business, what advice would you give them?
Well, I would say that what you need to do is, embrace it from a sales and marketing perspective. What I see with a lot of entrepreneurs that come into business, they think, well, I build these widgets better than anybody in the world, so I should be in business. But what you're going to find out right away is that it doesn't matter how good you build the widget. Your job as an entrepreneur is to bring the folks in to the business that are going to purchase that widget. And that's where I see a lot of people coming up short. They get in business, they do a great job at whatever they do, but they don't understand that every single day you're going to be prospecting. You're going to be a salesman. If you don't like sales, you're probably going to have an issue. You better go and get some training, because that's your number one job, bringing that business in the door. You can always hire other people once you start making some money to do the rest of it, but you better be devoted to sales and marketing.
Yeah, sales and marketing, and that's what my day job is all about. Is they say he who does not toot his own horn, that person in turn never gets tooted. Well, I don't mind sharing, and this is one of my real loves of marketing is doing this radio show, also do a TV show, and then, of course, we publish a newspaper every 90 days. And now with digital marketing, since that to me is a new world, I've hired smart people who know how to do digital marketing. And as a result, now, because of the way the world is going, there's artificial intelligence. So rather than shrugging your shoulder and saying how bad things are, if you can't do it, find some people who can. I don't know whether you liked Reagan, former president, or not, but there are certain attributes that I admired of his, and he always said that he went out of his way to hire smarter people than he himself was, because in this way, whatever contribution he made, they would be able to augment it. And not to get too far off track, but I enjoy people who have an open mind. And that is one of the keys. If you're going to be an entrepreneur, first step is try to identify something that you really love to do. Because if you really love to do, and I've been very fortunate, I love what I do, and to me this is not a job. This is really sort of an ongoing joyride for me, and I can't stress that importance. Find out what you have a talent for. I love to share my ideas and certainly like to talk, and figured that, hey, if I can come up with the right format, I could possibly make a living. And I've done rather well doing what I'm doing, and I wish that on anybody listening, don't go by something that you think has possibilities of making money because some friend of yours or a relative does very well in that field, and you figure, he's so dumb, I'm sure I could do better. If you don't have that talent or that passion, you're going to be doomed for failure. And Bernie, I know you've been very successful at what you do, and I just thought if anyone is interested in teaming up with you, or you looking for connections, I think in fact you have a entrepreneur network type meeting coming up very soon. Is that correct?
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about
11:30 at Rogers Roost. If anybody's looking for an inexpensive way to make connections at a table with a fine group of other entrepreneurs, we do have an open house on Thursday. We're going to fire the whole thing up, and we're going to be running every couple of weeks. So you can network for the price of a cup of coffee.
So that's this Thursday, the 18th. Is that right? April 18th.
Right.
And
yeah.
What's the time frame?
It is 11:30 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's an open house, so it's less formal than the regular meetings. But like I said, we're just starting. That'll be the first meeting. We're going to bring in as many people to look around as possible. Take a look. If you don't like it, you needn't come back. But if you do, we'd like to have you there every couple of weeks so we can share referrals.
Well, that sounds great. So, excuse me, what's the location?
It is Rogers Roost in Shelby Township.
Shelby Township.
Sterling Heights, I'm sorry. Sterling Heights.
Sterling Heights. Repeat the name of the location?
It's Rogers Roost. That's the name of the...
okay. And if anyone is interested...
it's on Shaner, just south of 15.
Just south of 15. Okay. Sterling Heights, and you can get to the Heights with Bernie Ashley. And if anyone is interested, you can call Bernie direct at 586-484-5038. Is that it?
5058.
58. Okay. I'm a pharmacist, so I'm used to scribbling. So it's 586-484-5058. Maybe you might even want to team up with him and consider the mortgage type business. And of course, our toll-free number is 888-489-8980. That's 888-489-8980. Bernie Ashley, I always appreciate hearing from you, and look forward to going to try to make that meeting. So be mentally prepared, all right?
It's good to have you. I'm sure you'd be a great addition.
Okay, well, good. Well, have a great day, and enjoy the day as best you can, and hopefully we'll get a chance to motivate some people to follow the path of entrepreneurship. Right now, we'll take a brief break, and we'll be right back. Don't go away. Family run for over 88 years, Frentz Hardware has remained family owned and operated. Frentz Hardware is one of a kind. You'll find the newest products offered on TV at very competitive prices. You'll also find safety products, grab bars for bathrooms, battery-operated light switches, remote control devices that you can turn your lamps on or any electrical device. You don't have to run out there anymore. Just press the button. Better yet, just visit Frentz Hardware, located on Main Street and 11.5 Mile Road. They're open every day. If you wish to call, it's 248-544-8111. That's 248-544-8111. Better yet, just visit 11.5 Mile Road and Main Street, Frentz Hardware. When it's time to move, don't trust all your memories and most prized possessions to just some guys with a truck. Get personalized first-class treatment from bonded and experienced moving professionals. If you're confused about all the details involved in moving from one household to another, call 1-888-489-8980. Is always the concern of who should I call about the utilities? How shall I handle my household appliances? What should I do about my pets? What do I need to handle in advance of the move? For a free brochure titled Practical Hints to Make Moving Day Easier, call Aberdeen Van Lines at 1-888-489-8980. We can even help you in selling your home or any furniture that you may no longer wish for your next move. Let Aberdeen help make your move a dream. So call 1-888-489-8980 now. And it's been a delight to be on, and hopefully you enjoyed our show. And as I like to say it, if you enjoy the show, tell your friends. And if you don't, tell your enemies. And I always like to leave this segment with my favorite bit of philosophy about life, which is yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift, and that's why we call it the present. Please enjoy your present by looking and living life with a bright side of aging.